Choosing a class is just like choosing a favorite child, as every class has something special about them that makes you like it. And Master Mode is much different than regular dungeons, meaning you have to choose different classes. As Master Mode is much harder than just doing normal dungeons and you have to be more cautious. So this leaves a question: what exactly is the easiest class to play on Master Mode? But before we get into the video, I would appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe. Maybe we could hit 8.8k subscribers or more today, and let's get into the video. So the easiest class to play is actually the tank. What does easy exactly mean? Well, easy is basically you're not really doing anything as a tank, and you barely die. There are two types of tanks. There is a tank that rushes blood, and then there's a tank that also tries to clear rooms. But the only time you try to clear rooms as a tank is only if you're a super high kata, which most people can't do, so we're going to be talking about the lower tier tank. The lower tier tank wears some type of tank set with giant on it, and wears a giant Reaper mask. Tanks also want to have some type of item that gives a lot of defense, as the Astria, or something like the Wither Cloak, which is only around 3 million coins. So you guys might be asking, what exactly does a tank do on these types of Master Mode runs? You also want to use some type of tank pet, so like a blue whale or something like that. So what a tank mainly does is he just stands beside the people who are fighting and just ice sprays the mob every single time it needs to get ice sprayed, and just follows him all the way on the blood rush. You can also help him by either using the ability to use Seismic to kill the mobs around him whenever they're fighting as you're going to blood rush. As you can see, I'm just helping him, and sometimes if you need to use Castle Stone if you're finna die because you're taking their damage, you can always just use it whenever you need to use it. So after you get key, usually what you want to do as a tank is just get secrets, because like I said, as a tank you cannot really clear, but you just have to go get secrets. Now there is another thing, like I said, unless you're on a low Master Mode floor and you're high catacombs, you could always switch over to an RCM setup and clear like that. But remember, you're a tank, and if you get hit by a couple of mobs you could die pretty easily if you are with a group of people whenever you're doing this. But you don't need to do this unless it's a low floor and you're a high kata level, or if it's a high floor and you're just like super high kata level. So like I said, usually when you're a tank you just want to go get secrets while everybody else is clearing the dungeon, and you just get as much secrets as you can. So as you can see, if somebody says teleport, you just want to teleport to them, and usually it's because they have to fight a mini boss or something that could kill them easily, and you just help them with it. So you just spawn it in, and then you just help them with it by freezing it whenever you can, using your ability if you need to, and all that. As a tank, you do not want to hit, because if you do hit, it does do KB to it, depending on what mob it was, and it makes it harder for the main DPS guy to actually hit it. So do not hit it unless it just doesn't take KB. And this guy just got a Midas Jewel. What the heck, bro? This guy just got a Midas Jewel. That's kind of funny. Free 200k, let's go! And it's basically the same thing for the boss room. Unless it's floor 5, then you have to stand in that certain corner. But in any other floor, you just stand by people to like help them not die, and you're basically good for the run. And that's exactly why the tank is the easiest class to play, because you basically don't gotta do nothing except get secrets. And unless you're super high kata level and can go to an RCM setup and clear as a tank, then I mean it's basically just free runs at that point. The only problem is, as a tank you only need about one tank in your game, so it's gonna be harder to find teams than normally like a mage where they allow like 3 mages in. But it's worth it, as you basically don't gotta be the one dying all the time, and your job is mainly just to rush blood with them and get secrets. So that's gonna be the end of the video. I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe, and goodbye guys.